Welcome and welcome back to the channel. In one of the previous session, we understood about the definition of an one-person company, that is OPC. In this session, we will discuss about the formation of an OPC. To form an OPC, according to Section 3 of the Companies Act 2013, there must be only one member, the MOA and AOA must be prepared, and the name of the nominee must be mentioned in the MOA. Who is nominee? If the sole member of the OPC dies or become incapable of entering into a contract, the nominee will automatically become the member of the company. Before being appointed as a nominee, that person must give their prior written consent in the prescribed form. The nominee's written consent must also be submitted to the Register of Companies, that is ROC, at the time of incorporation along with the MOA and AOA. In order to become member and nominee of an OPC, following are the few conditions need to be fulfilled. Number 1. Only a natural person can become a member or nominee of an OPC. This means it has to be an individual human being. A company, LLP, partnership firm or any other artificial person cannot become a member or nominee. Number 2. The person must be an Indian citizen. It doesn't matter whether the person is living in India or outside India. FYI, for the purpose of an OPC, a resident in India is a person who has stayed in India for at least 120 days during the immediately preceding financial year. An important point to remember is that even the non-resident Indian, that is NRI, if he or she is an Indian citizen, can also incorporate an OPC. There is one special situation. Suppose a person is already a member of an OPC and later becomes a member of another OPC. Because he or she was appointed as the nominee and the original member dies or becomes incapable of contracting. In such a case, the law gives that person 180 days to comply with the eligibility requirement. Within those 180 days, the person must regularize the position so that all the OPC rules are followed. Now let's understand how a nominee can be replaced in an OPC. The member of an OPC has the right to change the nominee at any time. There is no need to wait for any specific event, okay? The process is very simple. Step 1. Before changing the nominee, the member must obtain the written consent of the new nominee. This is important because no one can become a nominee without agreeing to it. Step 2. After receiving the written consent, the member must inform the OPC that they want to change the nominee. And step 3. Once the company receives this information, it has to inform the Register of Companies by filing the INC4. This must be filed within the 30 days from the date of member informed the company about the change. There is one important point to remember is that changing nominee does not mean memorandum of association is altered. Even the nominee's name is mentioned in MOA, replacing the nominee is treated as a routine compliance. Before we conclude, here are two important restrictions that you must remember for an OPC. First, a minor cannot become a member or nominee of an OPC. Also, a minor cannot hold shares in an OPC with the beneficial interest. And second, an OPC cannot carry out non-banking financial company activities. It means it cannot form for investment or financing businesses, including investment in securities of any body corporate. So with this, we have covered the complete concept of OPC. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like the video. Thank you.